first in this encounter. Nana Iwasaka, the middle blocker, comes out next. Yuki Ishii, one of Japan's top scorers in the tournament, next. Risa Shinabe and Saori Sakoda. Sakoda, the hero in that match last night when they came through in straight sets against the Dominican Republic. Arisa Sato's the libero, and the coach is Masayoshi Manabe. The Brazilians will be led out by their captain, Fabiana. She's first out on court. Adenizia is second. Natalia, Sheila, Fegare, Fabiola make up the 6 on-court players. It's Camilla Brate who is their libero today. Fabi not included in the match day 12. Their coach, the legendary Zé Roberto, lining up opposite Masayoshi Manabe, who was in charge of his 200th game last night, 201st tonight. Nagawaka, Nagamatsu, Ebata, Omi and Otake are the reserves for Japan. Carol Gattaz, Silva, Michelle, Monique and Tandara, the substitutes for Brazil. Well, the crowd will play a huge part in this encounter. Saori Kimura to get us underway. Taken down by Camilla Brate and across. But the block is good from the Brazilians, and the Japanese are going to have to come up with some interesting ploys, you feel, to get round the obvious height advantage that is enjoyed by the Brazilians. Good takedown, and Sakoda flying from that back line, but not able to put it away, and Fegare guides it into court. Saori Kimura is underneath it. Nakamichi sets to Risa Shinabe, and Japan have their first point. Nakamichi serve. Natalia underneath it. Sheila. Good takedown from Sakoda. That's blocked wide. Nakamichi again. Fabiola sets through the middle. Adenizia was there. Nakamichi manages to set. Yuki Ishii was there as well. Adenizia gets it back. Fegare. Well taken down by Yuki Ishii. And makes the strike. But there's no doubt about it, the Japanese throughout this tournament have shown a real development, even finer development of technique in the sport of volleyball than we've seen from a Japanese outfit for some time. And with Takashita's retirement, a lot focuses around the play of Nakamichi. Prevents Adenizia. So 4-1 Japan. A really positive start here as Iwasaka gets her first point. Natalia, it's an ace. Timeout taken by Zé Roberto. It's been a dream start for Japan here. They take 5 of the opening 6 points and they lead 5-1. The interesting thing, definitely, for Masayoshi Manabe will be the fact that his team have responded so well. This new generation of players are really knitting together. Sakoda is coming of age in this tournament. Nakamichi's been playing with a really compact, well-disciplined, technically superior game to their opponents. They need to maintain it here, and they need to maintain it throughout if they're to stand a chance of beating the Brazilians. Natalia again fails on reception, and it is 6-1. Brazil have lost sets against the Dominican Republic and Russia. They won both matches though by 3-1. They haven't lost a match since August when they went down in the World Grand Prix preliminaries against Bulgaria. Sheila. The issue that Brazil definitely face at the moment is one of where is the next generation coming from. They've just started at times to look a bit tired. They looked tired in the Olympics last year. They just managed to limp through in the end. Fabiola unable to get that over with any power. Yukiichi strikes through the block. But although they've won at this tournament very comfortably, beating the US 3-0 in the opening game, there was a certain amount of jet lag around the US performance, and they had chances as well. Camilla Brake takes this one down. Fabiola. Fegare, so reliable, one of the players of the tournament so far. But there is a definite feeling that the Brazilians can be beaten, and if you believe you can beat the Brazilians, then you might be able to do it. The problem is, so often people line up against the familiar yellow shirt and just don't quite have the self-confidence. Sheila with an ace. I do feel that this Brazilian team, though, are living on their own legend. They deserve it, there is no doubt about that, but some team you feel should be able to take them down. Nakamichi covers great ground to keep that in play. Yukiishi, though, can't spike, and so Fabiola passes to Fabiana. Great takedown from Kimura. Natalia's underneath this one. It'll be Fabiana again, another fantastic set. Japan have started the brighter of the two here, and they lead 8 points to 4.
サーバーの13番シェルラですが、2012年ロンドンオリンピックのベストサーバー、2002年から代表、このブラジル女子チーム、コートの上で非常に素晴らしいこのコーチングムードを盛り上げています。ベテランの30歳のシェイラ、185センチ、ロンドンオリンピックのゴールドメダリストです。さあ、ブラジルから拍手をもらいましょう。チームブラジル、
and perhaps they would have necessarily expected. Japan out in front, 8-4. Good serve from Musa Shinabe, good takedown from Natalia that time. Kept alive by Yukiishi. Fegare manages to hit off the block. So much self-belief in this Brazilian team. They won't be phased at all by being down 5-8 at the moment. Kept alive. Natalia. Sato with the takedown. Camilla Braid does equally well. Natalia rolls in. Kimura. Sato again. Nakamichi. Shallow set. Sakura goes through the middle. Ishii serves in on Fegare. Fabiana didn't get the connection that she wanted to there. Sayori Kimura goes down the line. Sheila's underneath it. Fabiola sets across to Natalia. Great dig from Yuki Ishii. Nakamichi set to Kimura. Natalia. Brazilians have the point. Kimura. Sakoda's serve in Fegare could take down. Neatly done, and Adenetsia picks up the point. Fabiola on serve. Sato. Sakura. Camilla Pereira managed to take down. Fabiola sets back for Fegare. Great takedown from Camilla Pereira. Sato again. Nakamichi. Sayori Kimura. Down the line. Serves in on Natalia. Fabiola set across to Sheila. Sato can't dig it. Nakamichi, Sakura comes at great distance, taken down by Natalia though. Adenetsia, Kimura. Shallow touch, Adenetsia gets it back. Natalia just helped on its way by Fegare. Sato with the bump set. Risa Shinabe gets the block wide. Touchdown, Nakamichi was waiting. Cross-court spike from Risa Shinabe. Knee back out to 4. Substitution made by the Brazilians. Adenetsia is replaced by Carol Gattas. Serve. Natalia takes it. Fabiola with the set to Sheila. Gone cross court. She's gone wide. It hasn't, I've said this before, been one of Sheila's greater tournaments. In spite of that, she will end up as one of the top scorers, and she will also potentially be on the gold medal winning team. But that serve from Nakamichi just strays beyond the baseline. Still a really positive start this from Japan, and they lead 14-10. Kataz, Saori Kimura takes down. Fabiola with the bump set for Sheila. Kimura keeps it alive. Nakamichi. Yuki Ishii did well. Brazilians are just going to have to wedge this back into play. Sato waits. Set again. The block is wide. No, the block is good. Well, certainly touch and go, that one. Goes the way of Brazil on this occasion. 2 points in a row. Sato, Nakamichi, Yuki Ishii. Off balance, Fabiola can't direct it back in. Sato on serve. Good flat serve that Natalia takes down well in the end. Fabiano with the point. Well, fine judges wearing the head cams again today. So get a little bit of shaky imagery every now and again on the replay. Sheila Castro serving. Has one ace to her name already today. Sato takes down Nakamichi with the bump set, and Yuki Ishii puts it away to take us into the second technical. Japan lead by 4. It's as we were at the first technical timeout. 16-12 the score.
アンダートス、しっかり腰を入れて難しいトスを今ありました。日本の司令塔、中道に大きな拍手をお願いします。さあ、ですが、今回のブラチャンの現在試合前までのセッター部門で1位です。そして我が日本はスパイクを受けるそのレシーブですが、ディガーといいますか、そのディガー部門で佐藤愛さ1位です。で、佐藤を飛びつきましてリベロ部門でも1位です。さあ、まだですよ。ベストスパイク部門で現在サブアが1位。さあ、改めて両チームに大きな拍手を。
Underway with Risa Shinabe on serve. Natalia takes down. Fabiola sets to Fegare. The block came off Fegare. Timeout taken by Brazil.
Timeout by Brazil.
Down 12-17.
今のプレーですが、16番のロドリゲスのスパイクがブロック、リバウンドのボールが
Roberto, the Brazilian coach, spoke at length yesterday in the press conference about how much he respects the Japanese game, the way that they play, and that they would not be taking any of this for granted. Whether his players are taken a little bit for granted or not, but they are struggling out there at the moment. But Japan have to maintain this level of play if they're to stand a chance of defeating the Brazilians. Good serve from Risa. Sheila coming off a line. Double substitution being made by Brazil. Monique coming on for Fabiola, and Claudia coming on to replace Sheila.
Number 13 out. Number 18. Number 8, Claudia Silva in.
Fegare on serve. Taken down well. Good block on Saori Kimura. Another good serve, another good takedown from Shinabe. Kimura. Shinabe is there. Sato keeps it alive, but Great is there. Claudia sets for Monique. Timeout to be taken now by Japan.
Timeout by Japan.
That lead has been eroded. It's just 2 points now. Fegare serve again, taken down by Kimura. Yukiichi manages to get Japan back on track. Claudia sets well for Fabiana. Roberto thought about bringing on Michelle and thinks against it. Good takedown. Net touch there from Japan, so it's down to 1 point difference, 18-17 now. Nerves certainly starting to play a part, and it once again comes into that question of does anyone believe they can beat Brazil? They are imminently beatable. Sakoda, well blocked by Natalia. And another fantastic block, this time from Carol Gattaz. Timeout taken again by Masayoshi Manabe. His team are back on level terms. I'm not trying to be disingenuous towards the Brazilians by saying that they're imminently beatable, because obviously they are at the top of the rankings for a reason. They're one of the most consistent teams in the world and have been for a number of years. It's just there has been something about their performance here in Japan which has lacked the usual panache that the Brazilians produce, and lacks the consistency as well, even though the score lines that they have perhaps suggest otherwise. They have been flattered by the performance of their opposition at times, but they have earned this psychological right that they have over everybody they play. And as a consequence, in this sort of position, you wouldn't back against them. Sato, Nakamichi, Sakoda, Fegare's underneath it. Claudia sets for Monique. Desperately kept alive. Sato pushes deep into the court. Fegare, half block there. Natalia. And Sato very nearly keeps it alive, but dives in vain. Well, they need the crowd. Yuki Ishii is stopped. Sato keeps it alive. Natalia, great reach. Saori Kimura comes back over the net. Sato sets again for her skipper. She gets it through.
Substitution by Japan. Number 16 out. Number 5,
Nagamatsu comes in to replace Sakoda, who used as a specialist server in this match, in this tournament. Serve in on Natalia. Fegare has to make the arrangements to keep it in play. Kimura. Natalia blocked. Camilla Bray keeps it alive. And then just over keen at the net. Saori Kimura gives the point away.
substitution by Japan. Number 5 out.
Nagamatsu.
Number 16, Sakoda.
Replaced by Sakoda.
Substitution by Brazil. Number 8 out. Number 13.
Fabiola
Marcelo E.
and Sheila return
Number
for
15
Monique and
out.
Claudia.
Number 17. Sosa E.
Fabiola to serve. Taken down by Arisa Shinabe. Nakamichi through the middle comes Sakoda. Back to 20 points apiece.
Substitution by Japan. Number 2 out. Number 1.
Nakamichi replaced by Miyu Nagawaka. Camilla breaks behind it. Fabiola across to Sheila. Should have been kept alive, but Kimura diving helplessly after it.
Substitution by Japan. Number
Nagawaka
1 out. Number 2. Nakamichi.
heads off as Nakamichi returns. Natalia's serve. Sato with the takedown. Nakamichi. Sakoda comes through the middle again. Highly competitive opening set here. It's had such a fantastic tournament, Saori Sakoda. Nakamichi serve. Natalia. There was a chance there. Fegare. Huge spike. A player who has been outstanding for Brazil throughout this tournament. It's another little half chance that goes begging for Japan. Sato, Nakamichi, Yuki Ishii. Sato keeps it going again. Saori Kimura, Fabiana, Fegare. She's put it long. A rare error. And Japan with a little slice of luck.
Substitution by Japan.
Iwasaka will be replaced by serving specialist Omi. Top of the net. Brilliant work from Natalia to keep that alive, but there is a chance here for Japan. Nakamichi to Yuki Ishii, Fabiola, Natalia. Sheila just lobs it back into play. Yuki Ishii to Nakamichi, gets the return, pushes in through the block, and the Japanese now lead. Zé Roberto and the Brazilian players not happy about that decision at all. Omi to serve again. Japan with the slight advantage. Natalia takes down Fabiola, set across to Fegare. No touch again, and it is set point. Omi serve, Natalia takes it down. Camilla Break with the set for Fegare. Nakamichi, bump set, Shinabe, she goes wide. So Brazil save the first set point.
Substitution by Japan. Number 17 out.
Omi comes off to be re-replaced by Iwasaka, but Sato goes on in her stead. Sheila on serve. Second set point, Japan. Brilliant serve. And the ace squares it at 24 points apiece. They faced down a set point in the match against the United States in the second set and went on to win it. That was true class from Sheila. Sato does take this one down. Nakamichi with the bump set. Yuki Ishii. Camilla Brait's underneath it. Fabiola sets for Fegare. This gets a touch. Saori Kimura. Nakamichi to Yuki Ishii. Again, a great takedown from Natalia. Fegare has another go. Takedown this time comes from Saori Kimura. Yuki Ishii hits through the block, but Fegare was there. Now Fabiana's there. And it's the Brazilian skipper who brings up the first set points for the South Americans. Points in a row for Japan to give them 2 set points, now 3 points in a row for Brazil. And it is Fabiana's team who have their first set point. Taken down by Sato. Nakamichi. Yuki Ishii has to push it long. Natalia only succeeds in keeping it in play. Ishii ends the spike. 25 points apiece. Serve in. Taken down brilliantly by Sato. Fabiana was there. Nakamichi. Ishii's there again. 2 in a row for Japan, and they have a third set point. Taken down by Natalia. Shallow set. Fabiana gets the touch. serve. Player, of course, he's played in set for Sheila. Risa Shinabe was underneath that one. Seri Kimura is blocked by Fabiana. Brazil enjoy their second set point. Good takedown, Nakamichi. Seri Kimura hits through the block. Back to 27 points apiece. Yuki Ishii's serve is wide. Set point number 3 for Brazil. Through the middle, there's a touch, there's no touch. It's off the top of the net and the Brazilians have the opening set. 29 points to 27. It was an epic. Now, can Japan turn this around? Do they have the belief that they can turn it around? We'll find out in set number 2.
很多得到恶性肿瘤的人做化疗、放射疗法以后，免疫功能就会降低，白血球、血小板、血红素也会越来越少，身体感觉非常疲劳、头晕目眩，走路无力又会喘。
羊膜破去，物件食袂落，甚至伊就甲无再要继续搁再做化疗。然后这款的情形呢，证据中会当帮助你调理身体，增加免疫功能，减轻痛苦。 请拨服务电话0225530685。
エンジン全開でいってみたいと思います。まずはチームブラジルから拍手をもらいましょう。チームブラジル。 チームジャパンさあ皆さんも手拍子でよしゆにパワーを彩り日本にパワーを手拍子チャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャチャもっともっと上級のさあよしゆに全員拍手をお願いします
Second set gets underway. Carol Gataz starting for the Brazilians. In place of Elenicia. No change for Japan. They've just pushed the Olympic champions, the world's #1 ranked team, all the way in that opening set. Can they keep up the pressure in set number 2? Fabiola to serve first for Brazil. Sato, Nakamichi, and the opening point goes the way of Iwasaka. Such a good start to the opening set. Up 8-4 at the first technical, up 16-12 at the second. Just couldn't hold on and round it off. Natalia, Fabiola, and now Sheila. Fantastic takedown, and another from Sato. Sakoda gets it to Risa Shinabe. And the Brazilians keep this rally alive with some brilliance of their own. Camilla Bray covering some fantastic ground, and then Risa hitting the antennae. Big point. So early on. Sato takes down Sakura, goes wide down that right hand side. I think there is a slight feeling inside the stadium that this set might run away from the Japanese if they can't up their intensity levels. Through the middle, Natalia takes down this time Fabiola. Natalia flew through the air. Shinabe is blocked. Another block, Sheila this time. Now, the Brazilians slump behind 1-6 at the start of the opening set. Japan are behind 1-4. Opening timeout taken by Masayoshi Manabe because his team are struggling. Japanese players definitely need the support of the crowd here if they're to start coming back. Good start from Brazil. Natalia's serve taken down by Kimura. Iwasaka manages to get the spike away. Camilla breaks to Fabiola Fegare at her brutal best. Nakamichi. Sheila with a touch. Sato. Sari Kimura. Gataz takes it down, and then Sheila will have to push deep. Sato. Nakamichi can bring in one of her spikers here, but Yuki can't get too much power behind that. Fabiola and Fegare taken down by Yuki. Sato keeps it in, but unfortunately Risa Shinabe couldn't direct it away from the antenna. Nakamichi. Yoshiiki. Fabiola. Sheila coming into her element in this game. Sheila's serve taken down by Sato. Nakamichi back across to Yukiichi. Another point for her. Came into this match as the top four in the Japanese team by 1. 1 point advantage over Saori Kimura. Fabiola. Sheila. Sato was underneath that one. Set across to Saori Kimura. Natalia, great takedown from Nakamichi. Camilla Braid. Sheila, too much on that. Japan back to within 2. Natalia takes down Fegare. And again. One point the difference. 3 points in a row there for Japan. Fabiana. It is the old faithful. Whenever they need a point, the Brazilians can turn to Fabiana, their skipper. She comes up with the goods. First technical in this second set. It's Brazil up by 8 points to 6.
ブラジルのチームのクラブチームで活躍して一旦トルコのチームにいたんですが、現在はブラジルのまたクラブチームに戻っています。1番のキャプテンのファビアナ、本当にシェーラもそうです、このファビアナもそうですが、オリンピックの大舞台を知っているこの2人、なんとか仕事をさせないようにしたいですね。さあ、それではまずブラジルから拍手をもらいましょう。チームブラジル。チームジャパン。さあ、両チームに大きな拍手をお願いします。
So the first technical timeout's all over. Brazil leading by 2 in this second set, 8-6. Brazilians get the opening point. Fegare. Yuki, but it's a fine block from Fabiana and Natalia. Masayoshi Manabe knows how important this set is. He knows how important it is that his team don't allow Brazil to get away with too much of a healthy advantage. 4 points the difference. He's already used up his second time out here. Fabiola, Natalia, good angles, but Seori Kimura was underneath it. Yuki won't be able to get up for that. Fabiana and Fegare through the middle. Nakamichi spectacularly keeping the point alive. Seori Kimura taken down by Camilla Brate. Now Fabiola back to Natalia again. The Brazilians are on a run. Fegare, Nakamichi, Yushiiki. It's gone wide from Yuki Ishii. 12-6 now, the lead. And whereas Japan, who enjoyed a similar, not quite as cavernous gap in set one, you always felt that Brazil could come back. You don't feel Japan are going to. Fegare serves long. She dips in. There's an ace. Natalia. Nakamichi keeps it alive. Going off the top of the net and wide from Natalia. 3 points in a row here for Japan, who are turning it around. Flat serve goes long this time, so they've clawed a few back there, but it still is a 4-point deficit. Fabiana. Good takedown for Sakura. Sakura serve into Fegare. Gataz sliding around the outside. Fabio to serve, taken down by Sato. Sakura trying to go through the middle. Camilla Brate covers the ground. Fabiola's there. Sheila. Half a block. Sato. Nakamichi again. And Sakura. It is wide. Japan bring on Omi.
Number 17, Omi.
Ari Kimura on serve, in at Natalia. Send across to Omi. Claiming that she just got underneath it. I don't think she did. No. Ball clearly touching the floor there. And then an ace serve. And we arrive at the second technical with Brazil enjoying a 5-point lead now. They're in front by 16 points to 11.
FIVB1 センターの対角にセンタープレイヤーを入れないという超攻撃型のこの布陣です。FIVB1 昨日取り日本、この新しいスタイルで王者ブラジルを本当にやっててほしいですね。ご覧の皆さん、大きな拍手をよろしくお願いします。思いは皆さんの思いだと思います。次の取り日本に大きな拍手を。さあ、そしてリスペクトしましょう。世界ランキングナンバー1、チームブラジル。
Second technical timeout is all over. Brazil leading by 16 points to 11 in this second set. They're already a set to the good, remember. If they win this set, they know they're guaranteed the gold medal. Huge block. That's another 3-point run here for the Brazilians. Natalia serves, taken down. Sakoda, taken down this time by Natalia. So much skill involved with the Brazilian play. And that means the advantage now out to 7 points. A substitution made by Japan. Omi doesn't get it through. Nagamatsu as they try something different. Natalia, Fabiola, Fegare. Fegare gets it through this time. Sakoda goes long, and this set rapidly is running away from Japan. Masayoshi Manabe does not have any more.
Substitution by Japan. Number 10 out. Number 19, Otake in.
Timeouts and so the consequence. Otaka in for Iwasaka. It's long. 10 points the difference now, 21-11. Fabiola, Gattaz, Fegare, Homi, Natalia. I don't think they're going to keep that in play. Finally, Japan bring a run to an end, but the damage is done. 7 points in a row there for Brazil, and it will be enough to give them the gold medal unless there's an extraordinary turnaround. Camilla Brate takes down. Sheila pushes into space, kept alive by Nagamatsu. Camilla Brate is there again. Sheila this time with the power. Change to be made by the Brazilians. Carol Gattez comes off as Monique comes in. I do beg her pardon, it's Michelle. Identical twins, of course, so it doesn't make it too easy for identification sometimes. Kiishi, kept alive by Sheila. Nagamatsu, and the block is good from Fegare. Yet again, the Brazilians pushed all the way in a set, but they find the immediate response, and they took that set as well, which is hugely important. They didn't let it slip away. They didn't give Japan any thought of an opportunity here. And even though the Japanese are managing to just about stay alive in this set, it has run away from them. 10 points the difference. Atake to serve at 13-23. Natalia, Fabiola, Fabiana. Yuki-Ishii, Nagamatsu back to Yuki-Ishii. Fabiola, Sheila, kept alive. Sheila again. Sakoda through the middle, brilliant point from Japan. Again on serve. Natalia with a takedown. Fabiola, Fabiana. And they can't get it up.
Set point Brazil.
So the Brazilians with set point and also a championship point.
Number 13 out, number 8, Claudia Silva in.
Monique and Claudia come in. Claudia's serve taken down. Nagamatsu sets to Yuki-Ishii, just keeps it in play. Here's the chance. Fabiana sets to Fegare, hit off the block. That guarantees the gold medal to Brazil. Even if they lose in a breaker now, they are guaranteed the title. We will have a 10-minute break in between sets 2 and 3 here. Japan have got it all to do if they want to come back now and try and win the silver medal. The Brazilians imperious in set 2. They win it 25 points to 14 and take a 2-0 lead.
東京ラウンド最終このナイトゲーム、たくさんのご来場ありがとうございます。ゲーム楽しんでますか？ゲーム楽しんでますか？東京サンキュー。さあそれではエンターテインメントでお楽しみいただきましょう。2004年より国際バレーボール大会でエンターテインメントを担当し盛り上げてきましたアベダンスプロモーションブルーフォース、設立21年、清潔感とともに洗練された正統派チームとして全国大会優勝もし、ファンもとても多いチームです。今回もパワーあふれるダンスでグラシャンバレーを盛り上げます。いきましょう。ゴーブルーフォース。両チームの選手が入ってまいりました。まもなく第3セットが始まります。どうぞご覧の皆さん、お早めにお席にお着きください。さあブラジルは1番のファビアナキャプテン、ロンドンオリンピックのベストブロッカー賞 先ほどもねお伝えしましたが、19歳でアテネオリンピック選抜、2003年にワールドカップも初出場、その時は18歳で、出場ですから、18歳でまず国際大会ワールドカップからスタートしました1番のファビアナです。ブラジル国内のチーム、またトルコのチームで活躍して、現在はブラジルのクラブ、そしてなんといってもブラジルでも国民的なスターはシェイラ、2012年ロンドンオリンピックのベストサーバー、背番号13番ですね。先ほどのキャプテンは1番、シェイラは13番です。2002年から代表、2005、6のワールドグランプリでも大ブレイクしまして FIVB、 もう FIVB の数はもう数知れませんね。このシェイラ30歳、2005年のグラチャンでは MVP を取っています。2011南米選手権でも MVP、 ブラジルのクラブチームで活躍して、その後2004年からイタリアのセリエ A、 4年間イタリアで活躍して、このところまたブラジルのクラブチームに戻ってきました。さあ、そして16番のロドリゲス、179センチ、180センチないんですが、パワーヒッターですね。この人もブラジルのスーパーリーグで大活躍、2010年から活躍しています。さあ、日本です。この後ぜひとも第3セットを取ってもらいたい。まずはチームブラジルから拍手をもらいましょう。ブラジル、チームジャパン。さあ、ご覧の皆さん、まもなく第3セットを始めます。よろしくお願いします。
So welcome back. The crowd trying to play their part in lifting Japan, seeing if they can produce the sort of form we saw from them in the opening set. They need to come back and win this match if they are to be able to take the silver medal. Certainly need to be able to win a couple of sets anyway. And if they can win those sets, well, then who knows. But the way they were demolished in set number 2 does not augur well. A plethora of changes made by Masayoshi Manabe for this final set. Yukiko Obata gets a start, as does Miyu Nagaoka. Nakamichi serving first. Taken down by Camilla Braid, set by Fabiola, and great takedown there at the back of the court from Saori Kimura. Natalia's brute force unable to get the point. Sato touched over, Braid brilliant to keep that alive, and then Sheila overreaching the net. Nakamichi taken down by Camilla Braid, and immediately back on level terms as Carol Gattaz makes the kill. Nagaoka had an interesting little cameo against the Americans in the second day's play. A serve from Natalia. What Japan cannot afford here is for the Brazilians to forge a lead early on. They were playing catch-up throughout the whole of the second set, and not very successfully. Taken down by Omi. Obata. Fegare. There's a touch. Natalia off the top of the net this time. Nakamichi sets. Nagawaka. Again, Camilla Brake was there. Fegare. Saori Kimura. Nagawaka. She gets her first point of the match. Serve at Fegare, taken down. Good reach from Sheila. 2-point advantage at the moment. Brazilians looking to close this out. Finish with a perfect record in this year's FIVB World Grand Champions Cup. Taken down by Fabiola. Ebata manages to get the point. Taken down by Natalia. Fabiola sets across to Fegare. Last time they were taken into a breaker was against Russia in the preliminary round of the World Grand Prix, 3rd of August. Sheila serves, taken down. Again by Natalia. Camilla Brate is there. Natalia tries to set for Fegare, who just manages to keep it in play. Saori Kimura waits. Good block. Japan stay alive at the rally, but for how long? Camilla Brate into Fabiola, and acrobatics from Nakamichi to keep this alive. And the back of the court is open, and so the block sails home. Now Masayoshi Manabe will be keeping a close eye on the score here. He will want his players just to enjoy themselves now. Can't win the tournament. They could finish second. Looks unlikely. You never know. Yukiko Ibaka. Ebata, who has been out with injury for so long, making her comeback at this tournament, and massively popular here in Tokyo for obvious reasons. Fegare managed to take down just. Sheila tries to turn it into a winning point. Ebata rose and put it long. Neatly done. Sheila keeps it alive for the Brazilians. Japan will have to work again. Saori Kimura is blocked. Sato and Ebata clashing there, but they still manage to force it through. Atake. Good takedown and turnover on two by Fabiola. Brings up the first technical timeout of the third set. Brazil once again in the driving seat. They lead by 3. It's 8 points to 5.
さ いらっしゃいました大学生もそうですが、非常に理想的なスパイクの打ち方をします。非常に綺麗な、そして力まない素晴らしいスパイクを打ちます。江端由紀子、頑張れ彩り日本。
So the first technical timeout concludes. Brazil up 8 points to 5. Fabiana serving. Push deep, Sato takes down. Nakamichi gets it across to Nagawaka. Well guided point. Brazilians haven't quite worked out how to play her. So Natalia make sure that that lead stays out. Three points, the difference. Fabiola to serve. Saori Kimura underneath it, Nakamichi and Nagawaka. They're using her intelligently. Zeta Roberto's getting quite frustrated down on the sidelines here because he knows that his players haven't figured out how to counter the threat of the southpaw. I wonder whether it's a tactic that should have been used slightly more frequently by Masayoshi Manabe. Camilla Bray takes down Sheila. Just loops beyond the reach of Sato. Pushed in. Nakamichi sets to Nagawaka. Fabiola was there. Camilla Bray can bump set towards Sheila. Rolled in to Saori Kimura. Nakamichi gets it across to Nagawaka again. Great takedown from Camilla Bray, who's had a good game so far, replacing Fabi, of course, in the starting 12. Fegare tries to bludgeon her way home. Ebata unable to get it away. Natalia. Attacking, having not taken off from behind the line. Set wasn't quite right for her. Susana Rodriguez points out to Zé Roberto that he is receiving a yellow card. So the Brazilians now have to watch themselves, otherwise we could see a red card being brandished. That's a final warning. So Roberto still remonstrating. Nagawaka's serve. Fegare takes down Fabiola, sets to Sheila. Just catches the line. Sheila's had a better game today than she's had all tournament, in my view. Carol Gattaz. Nakamichi. Approaching the net from the Brazilians, so Japan have the point. Serve taken down by Natalia. Fabiola flat set in Fabiana, and in spite of her best endeavours there, Nakamichi can't get it up. Brazil edge themselves closer. Sheila, flat serve, taken down well. Nakamichi sets. Beautiful put away by Yukiko Ebata. Ebata serves. Natalia, Fabiola, Fabiana. Take down by Nakamichi. Through the middle goes Ebata. Fabiola sets again. Sheila goes wide. 1 point the difference. There's that head camera from the line judge showing you that it was wide of its target. Squares it up at 12 points apiece. That's out. Fabiana can't get to it. Camilla Break was there. Fabiola to Figueroa. So Brazil just maintain the slenderest of advantages. Well, you have to take your chances against a team like Brazil, and Japan had 3 set points in the opening set. The Russians will tell you all about it from the Olympic Games. 6 match balls. Natalia underneath it. Figueroa comes through. Nakamichi reacts. Sato. Brazilians disagreeing with the decision. Well, they're going to have to be careful how vocally they disagree. Fabiana penalised for touching the net, but was she trying to play the ball? Natalia goes to the return. Good angles, but Saori Kimura managed to get to it. Fabiana reaches across and prevents her. Fabiana's serve. Just long. Kimura. Good work. Carol Gattaz used on the overlap there. Fabiola, Sato, Nakamichi, Nagawaka. She gets the touch on the way through. It's going to be the closest that we've been at a second technical. Neither team's had a timeout yet in this set. Nakamichi serves in on Natalia again. Sheila. Half blocked. Saori Kimura keeps it alive. Nakamichi with the pump set. Ebata. Great reach from Figueroa. Fabiola gets it back to Sheila. Sato, Nakamichi. Saori Kimura through the middle. Another great takedown from Figueroa. Saori Kimura this time, Nakamichi, Ebata. There was no touch as it went through. So it is Brazil who have the edge, just by a single point at the second technical timeout. They lead 16 points to 15. Well, 9 points separating Brazil from a 5th win at the tournament out of 5. 4 years ago they lost against Italy, and it was the European champions who took the crown. 4 years before that it was Brazil's first FIVB World Grand Champions Cup. Never before has a team won it twice, and this Brazilian team are no ordinary team, and they look as though they are going to make history. Well, they are going to make history anyway, because they're guaranteed to win the tournament. Just needed to ensure that they won a couple of sets, but it looks as though they're going to go through unbeaten. Which will add to the special nature of their victory here. So the two teams make their way onto the court once more. Japan up against Brazil. Japan trying to come back here. But at present, they trail by a point, and they trail by 2-0. Natalia's serve. And it's an ace. Timeout taken straight away by Masayoshi Manabe, because he knows that his team slipping behind here could be crucial as far as the match is concerned. Natalia again to serve. Saori Kimura underneath it. Nakamichi, Nagawaka. The block is good from the Brazilians, and Ziraberto shows just how delighted he is with his reaction on the sideline there. Been explaining the difference that they needed to use when blocking a left-hander. Worked on that occasion. Natalia pushes it in. Saori Kimura again. Nakamichi again goes to Nagawaka, but they can't quite direct it back in court. Nagawaka to serve. Taken down by Camilla Breit. Sheila. Regulation point for Brazil. And Brazil to make a change with Michelle coming on for Carol Gattaz. Straight away. Michelle will serve. Taken down by Sato. Nakamichi sets across to Ebata. Michelle with a great takedown. Fegare. Well, is it time for their second timeout? The answer is yes.
Timeout by Japan.
4 points the difference now. It is looking more and more ominous for the hosts. It looks now as though they will lose this final encounter in straight sets. They'll have to settle with equaling their best ever performance in the World Grand Champions Cup of Volleyball. That was third place back in 2001. We no disgrace for third place here. They are the Olympic bronze medalists. It will mean we have exactly the same order as the top three from London 2012, and also matches perfectly with the current world rankings. Brazil are top, USA are second, and Japan are third. Michelle to serve again. Sato takes down Nakamichi, just manages to bump set. Umi can't put it away. Fabiana. Natalia. Great block from Fegare. If there's been an outstanding player in this tournament, you feel that Fegare can't be far off picking up the MVP. She has been central to absolutely everything that has gone well for Brazil. Michelle again, Sato. Nakamichi with the jump set. Ebata with a venomous looking strike. Sheila and Fabiola not really communicating there, and Sheila taking it and then just putting it into the antenna. Serve goes straight into the net from Omi. 22 points to 17 for Brazil. Sheila on serve. Good takedown. Sheila can't keep it alive. Nakamichi replaced by Iwasaka. Yukiko Ebata on serve. Natalia. Set to Fegare. Umi. Stuttering there, Camilla Bray gets it back, Fabiola to Fabiana, Sato with the takedown, Umi with the set, Saori Kimura can't keep it alive, and the Brazilians edge ever closer, just 2 points needed now.
Substitution by Japan, number 10 out.
Nakamichi returns. Fegare serves in at Umi, and the block is from Natalia, and it brings up match points, 6 of them to Brazil. Fegare. Nakamichi sets for Ebata. It goes long, and the Brazilians start to party and start to celebrate. They have won the FIVB World Grand Champions Cup of Volleyball for the 2nd time in their history. The first women's team to ever do that. And they win 3-0 against Japan. 29-27, 25-14, 25-18 the final score. Now let's find out who the player of the match is.
それでは発表いたします。プレイヤーオブザマッチ賞を受賞したのはチームブラジルナンバー13シェイラ・キャストロ。
Well, it's Sheila's best game of the tournament. It's her 2nd player of the tournament, or player of the match award. Can't help feeling a little bit sorry for Figueiredo, who has been exceptional throughout. We'll find out who the MVP is for the tournament a little bit later. It was, well, a fine performance by Japan, especially in that opening set, but they just weren't able to sustain that level of play against Brazil. And once they lost it after having had 3 set points, they went the same way, it has to be said, as the United States of America and faded into obscurity as Brazil came through in straight sets. The Brazilians are champions, USA second, Japan take the bronze here at the FIVB World Grand Champions Cup of Volleyball 2013. We will be back shortly with the presentation ceremony.